300-year-old trees being cut today.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable. I had to go out and
Oh
take
my
pictures
gosh.
of them.
Pictures,
They're,
videos.
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Crazy, crazy.
300. Wow. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
Lovi. Good morning, everybody. Have an amazing. This is gonna be an amazing call. Okay, Lovi, go ahead. It's your floor now.
Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Who's excited to go to Vegas? I know I am. Everybody's excited. I see you, Caroline. So today we're actually going to talk about something like super foundational. Okay, we're talking about belief. So it's not just knowledge. Oh, I better silence my phone. Sorry. I've got like a whole bunch of messages coming in. Okay. So it's not just knowledge, not just skills, but belief. Okay. So it's that fuel that carries us forward. And who agrees with me? It really shapes our mindset, right? And of course, our mindset shapes our results, right? Do you guys all agree?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, but before we start, of course, I'd love to hear a couple of victories. So, if you had a breakthrough, maybe you identified an old belief to let go of, right? Or perhaps a new belief to embrace. So, if you have one, I'd like you to just type victory in the chat. Okay. And then meanwhile, I'm going to call on just a couple of people to share briefly because it's really a chance for, us to celebrate your progress and inspire others. I love when we do this because it really fires everybody up. Okay, I saw Caroline first and then I'll go to you, Nobert.
Hi. So, yeah, I'm excited to share this. So yesterday I sell window coverings. So one of my best friends, I went up to her place to close a deal, and she had just had knee replacement. And I had asked Adrian, what can I give my friend for the surgery? Because my friend wanted the scars to go away because she's
Okay.
very into her looks,
I'll shut it
So
off.
anyway, so I asked Adrian, and Adrian said to give her the collagen, the Eternal, the Revive. And I said, well, what about the serum? Because at first she just wanted something topical. So I went there with the serum, all right, and the purple one that I guess that I just found out went on the PDR, right? Yay. Then I was said, when I was over there, I said, what else? Because what else can I take? And I said, well, are you okay with taking stuff internally? Because she was very picky in past years. So she goes, I'll take anything. I go, okay, well, here. So I went from selling her one serum, right, to selling her a serum, the Revive, the collagen, the Eternal. And I also upgraded her to the purple one. So anyway, I don't know. I went from spending having to spend 150 bucks to almost 700. So and it turns out a lot of people are having knee replacement. And there's 4 or 5 people that I just found out have knee replacement are coming on between now and January. So who are you going to target? I'm targeting now people with knee replacements because our products are going to work fast. And I'm telling people, don't go by, if it says just one Revive or two, double it. So anyway, that's my share, and I'm excited because I went selling. I like to upgrade, so I because I like to do sales. But anyway, that's my share for today.
Wow. Congratulations, Caroline. That's so awesome. But I love how you did that organically. You weren't pushy. She was just asking questions and you just shared. And you're right. A lot of people actually, it's helped so much with Revive and collagen. It's helped them so much with knee replacements. I have heard that from a lot of people. So a new way of targeting people is people going for knee replacement. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Caroline. Okay, over to you, Norbert.
Hey everyone, good morning. Hey Lovey. Thanks for allowing me to share this. I had something very exciting from yesterday. So I want to highlight Jasmine and Michelle. Michelle is one of her brand ambassadors. Last week, Jasmine helped Michelle with her Michelle's event in Newport. I think it was in Newport Beach. It was a conference for that's more in line with the business that she had, which was like she had what do you call that? Those re recovery homes and all that. So they met a lot of people. I know Jasmine had like I think 60 follow-ups that she needed to do. Well, one of them yesterday we got on a Zoom. So Jasmine got that person. His name is Corbin. She got him on a Zoom with me and Lovey. Now Corbin owns like he manages or owns 16 recovery homes in Colorado, right? So, and he was very interested in the whole wellness aspect of how maybe he can incorporate what we have to offer with what he does. And so we finished the Zoom. He was very interested. It so happened he was traveling. He was in, I believe, in Tennessee, and he was having such bad allergies. So it was a perfect setup. He got interested with the immune and all that. Anyway, so after the Zoom, we got off the Zoom. Jasmine, again, all textbook, right? Jasmine got followed up with him right away with a phone call. I quickly texted Jasmine, hey, he's the perfect person. Get him started on the Pro Collection because he has a lot of facilities. But he ended up with a business builder first, and he may upgrade to the Pro Collection later. Again, we're using all the skills we have. Like I know George just, I believe it was just yesterday. George said, start with the Pro Collection pack, and then if oh, we have something that's half the price of that, we go to the business builder. Going all the way down. So yeah, it's such a blessing to have Jasmine, and then the way she leads her team right now, it's so like, what I think the word I'm looking for is that like almost like a proud dad because we've groomed Jasmine. We've trained her, and she's really coming to her own. So just wanted to share that.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Nilbert. Yeah, we're definitely super proud of Jasmine. She's really literally taking the ball and just running with it. She's doing such a phenomenal job. Yes, it was such a great Zoom yesterday. I mean, he was just fired up already. I mean, we weren't even finished with all the products, and he was just like, I can definitely use that one like right now. I wish I could get my hands on that right now. So it's super exciting. But, that's a really good example too of just learning your audience, right? And seeing where they are and just meeting them where they are. So it was great just being able to do that and then just sharing those wins together. So thanks, Network, for sharing that. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and get started here. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Oh, George, could you make me co-host, please? Where'd George go? George, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, hold on a sec.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, perfect. Okie dokie. Hopefully, can everybody see my screen or not yet?
Not yet for me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Oh, there it
There we
is.
go.
Okay, I think mine is just super slow. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. So this is what our topic's going to be today. So belief, the foundation of success. Okay. All right. So how many of you are here today to learn? Okay, everybody's here to learn, I'm sure, right? I can't see everybody's hands, so I'm assuming everybody's raising their hands. All right, so we're going to learn something really, not something new, really. It's just something that's very foundational. Okay, so learning is powerful, right? Everyone agrees with that, right? But here's the thing, the truth is, success isn't just about what you actually learn, it's also about what you unlearn. What do I mean by that? So think about this.
Hey,
Every
Christine.
time we take a moment to
My
reflect,
BA last
to
night, I
write,
sent her.
thank you. Every time we take a moment to reflect, to write down our thoughts or to really look at our habits, what's happening, we're actually examining and evaluating the stories that we've been telling ourselves, right? Because growing up, we've been told by either our parents, our friends, right? Whoever it is, they've told us so many different things about us and how we're going to grow up, right? And so that's the power of learning and unlearning, right? So type in the chat one belief you're ready to let go of. and then one that you really want to embrace. I think a lot of us sometimes get stuck in those old stories, right? So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to unlock the power of belief. So what happens is when we start shedding those old habits and limiting beliefs, it's like stepping into, I guess you can say, the light, right? Suddenly what happens? Clarity appears, and then you see new possibilities, right? Can anyone relate to that feeling? It's like, um, it's like suddenly something just clicks, right? I know there are times where I'm talking to Nilbert and all of a sudden the light bulbs come on. I'm like, oh yeah, I get it now, right? So I know I do, right? And I know everybody else can relate to that. So that's what we're going to do today, unlocking the power of belief, because the right belief, it doesn't just inform you, it actually transforms us. So it really opens doors that were previously closed. And then when you step through them, what happens? That's when real progress actually begins. Okay, so let me ask you all something. How many of you have ever felt stuck? So everybody's hand should be raised, right? Well, I shouldn't say everybody. Sorry, I shouldn't be assuming. But how many of us have actually felt stuck? Yes, thank you, Janine. Right? But because not necessarily like we lacked opportunity, but because of something inside our own head, right? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So our mind could really be like our biggest obstacle. Okay. So take a look at this brain. If you look at it, it's so intricate, right? And sometimes we get lost in our own thoughts. I know there are times that things keep running over and over and over and over in my head, right? And so now thinking that we know what's actually true, but what we think is true might actually be shrinking our own vision of what's possible. So we have to learn how to let go of that. And every path that we take in this mental maze, literally, there are times that it can either keep us trapped or lead us to freedom, right? And here's the exciting part. I'm super grateful that beliefs, they're not permanent, you guys. They can be challenged, they can be broken, and they can be replaced. That's the good news. So just like these thoughts here, right? You can free yourself from the beliefs that really no longer serve you. I love that we are able to do that. So we're going to learn how to identify those limiting beliefs and then replace them with beliefs that actually empower us. That's why we have these morning huddles, right? That's why we get together. It's so exciting because everybody shares about what's going well in their business and even things that are not going well, right? Because we learn from each other. When our mind is freed, it really becomes your greatest asset. And then there's nothing that you cannot accomplish. Agree? All right. Okay. So unlearning to grow. Okay. So growth begins with letting go. Basically, if you take a look at this little plant, right? It can only grow because why? The soil around it is cleared and ready to receive new life. Just like this, our minds, they need to release the old beliefs, the old habits and thoughts that no longer serve us. Those old patterns can actually quietly hold us back. Who can relate? I've had many of those thoughts that have held me back, right? Whether thinking that, oh, I don't know if I'm really good at this. I don't know if I can do this, right? It keeps us from gaining these fresh ideas. It keeps us from getting or having new opportunities and breakthroughs that are really, they're just waiting for us. So I want you to pause and just ask yourself, what old belief am I ready to release so I can truly grow? Okay. Take a moment and think about that. Okay. Just reflect, maybe even jot it down. Okay. Because unlearning is really the first step to this. It's the first courageous step. Okay. And once we let go of that, we can plant new seeds of belief that really lifts us up, belief that propels us forward. And then that actually fuels the results we've been hoping for. So, a lot like this plant. And growth requires care, it requires attention and deliberate action to actually flourish. Okay. So, remember that the one at the bottom: learn, unlearn, and relearn. So we got to clear out the old stuff so we can actually nurture the new things that are coming in. Okay. So we need to step into growth like never, ever, ever before. And the amazing part, it's just the beginning. I love that. All right. So your growth determines your results. Okay, so I've been reading this book. I think somebody had mentioned it, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. So Harv Eker is his name. He's the author. So he says your income can only go to the extent that you do. I love that. It was just like light bulb. So if you grow inside, your mindset, your belief, that drives the growth outside. So your results, your business, your health. So if you think about it this way, if you want bigger results, it has to start from the inside, right? Just like this tree. It has all those roots. They're huge roots. They're really planted because the growth is on the inside. Okay. So really it just means that if you want to change your results, you have to start by changing your roots, your thoughts, and your internal beliefs. Okay. And I love this. If you grow inside, your results are truly going to grow outside. Okay. So in the Navy, this is actually my old ship, the USS Nassau. Love that ship. It actually stood for never a set schedule, always underway. I'm sure nobody can relate to that. But that's what the Nassau for us, it was kind of a joke. But anyway, in the Navy, we never went on a mission halfway. Okay. Every mission depended on everyone giving 100%. Anything less slowed the team or it even put us at risk. So we committed fully. The same is true here. Half belief gives half results. Okay, I know I hear that a lot from a lot of like George's team or Christine's team. They really go all in. So when you commit fully, when your belief and your actions are aligned, that's when growth multiplies and results just skyrocket. Okay, it's really, I mean, it says so much about our mission. Okay, so here's your mission. It's to show up fully. Okay, that's your mission, to believe fully and to act fully. Okay, that's how we're going to win together. That's exciting, right? So being able to commit to success and play to win. That's what we got to do. Commit and play to win. All right. And then what happens is instead of having half effort and having half results, you actually have these incredible victories. Okay. And then faith in action. So belief isn't just a mindset, it's truly faith in motion. I love this scripture. It's something that I hold on to. It reminds us that faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. So think about a farmer, right? He plants seeds in the ground. He can't see them growing yet, but he waters, he cares for them, he cultivates the soil, right? Because he has faith that a harvest is going to come in due time. So, in the same way, when we trust God's word, even when we can't see the results right away, what happens? It grows. So faith fuels belief, belief fuels your results. And then here's the key: belief becomes powerful when it guides your actions. Faith without action is like, it's basically like a ship with no sail. It has all the potential, but guess what happens? It's not going to move. But when you step forward with belief, even when you can't see the whole path, that's when growth multiplies and results happen. You don't want to quit in the middle of the run. You got to keep going because you know that victory is in the end. Okay, so faith is alive when it shows up in your own actions. All right. And then here's your tools today. So we get to replace our limiting beliefs. So committing fully and playing to win. And remember, growth, it starts on the inside. And then what happens? We let faith fuel our action. These are the tools to build your business and your life. So what we're doing is replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones, right? I know George and Adrian has talked about manifestation and writing those affirmations. It's super, super important to help us to have that positive mindset. Okay. And then what happens? We commit fully and we play to win. Growth inside equals growth outside. And our faith really does fuel our belief, and the belief fuels our action. So this is your breakthrough moment, basically. It's time to move, you guys. So it's really, really just a quick training this morning. But one of the things I'd love for you all to do is just identify one old belief to let go of and one new belief to embrace. Okay. And then on top of that, what I want you all to do, I would like for you all to do is bring it with you to Vegas. And when you see me, flag me down because I want to hear the wins and I want to hear the breakthroughs. Okay. And remember, when mindset meets action, growth multiplies. And here's the truth: you are the best project that you're ever going to work on. Okay. Oh, thank you, Caroline. I appreciate that. So just quick training this morning because I've already trained before on belief. And I know that we have a lot of new people here, but I really love this last slide. We are the best project that we're ever going to work on. Okay, let me stop share and then I'll open up the floor because I'd love to hear what everybody thinks.
Amazing. This was amazing. One more scripture: faith without works is dead. That means that
Yes,
if we
that's
don't
right.
have, yeah, that's important. But amazing training on belief, and it's so important because belief is the beginning of everything. If we don't believe, it's
Hmm.
not going to happen. And many times we had to borrow somebody else's belief.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that anybody. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, George. What an amazing training. I am so grateful that I was in here today. And everything that was said, I want to say that it is so true. I believe, I used to sign on my old platform as belief is your most powerful tool. Use it. And so I just know that believe everything, the faith, the belief, and manifestations, and that the biggest project I'll ever work on is myself, and it's the only project I need to work on because that is the project in which I see the world, and that is the project in which I manifest. So I am so grateful for three coming on this side of the aisle. It's just the right things that really work, and just the purity of it. It's amazing. So I'm just so grateful that I was here, and so thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you, Elizabeth. And it's true. It's our foundation, you guys. I mean, I have to tell myself that all the time. Nobert and I literally are on the call every day, pushing each other, cheering each other on. And that's what we do. I love this community. It's been like my second family. And we really do. We are here for one another. We're here to cheer each other on. I love being able to, just pick up the phone and encourage someone, right? And helping them because we need one another. Yes, Dilbert. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Morning.
That was such an amazing training, Lovey. You know what? I think Lovey read my mind because I was just gonna say, um, this is what a board of director looks like. I mean, I'm just gonna share this with everyone, right? When Lovey is, one of my like my strongest board of director, and we use each other's strength, right? There are
Mhm.
times when, and I've shared this before, there are times that things get tough and I get really discouraged, and I would send a text to Lovey, and then 30 seconds, oh no, actually not even that, 5 seconds later she gives me a call. Hey, all right, let's talk, right? But yeah, what Lovey mentioned, belief, I mean, even if you're still building yours, borrow someone's belief, right? But in the end, I just want to share this with everyone: we need to be our own biggest, loudest cheerleader, right? There may not be this industry does, it's not always glory, it's not always happy, what they call that, success and all that. There are a lot of grinding that needs to, that needs to happen, and a lot of times there's no clapping, you don't hear anyone clapping for you, you don't hear anyone, so clap for yourself. Like, we need to clap for ourselves, right? Yeah, so thank you so much, Lovey. This was such a really good training.
Thank you, Nilbert, and thank you everybody for the encouraging messages on the chat. I really appreciate it. And it's true what Nilbert said. You do definitely have to be your biggest cheerleader. It's easy for us to. I remember listening to Kim Wee one day. She was just one of our Empowerment Tuesdays, and I use this a lot. Right? It's just like, hey guys, we can be in the valley from time to time, but don't park in the valley. Hurry up and get out that valley. Right, Craig? I see you. Yeah, thank you. I think Cindy was trying to say something.
I was. I just wanted to tell you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's sometimes you guys, I've been a long time in this industry, and you think sometimes, you're always going to have those good days, and then all of a sudden, the bad ones start really fast, and you're like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to get over this? Well, I have to tell you, in the last 3 days, I started using the app a lot more. I've been doing it every single
Mhm.
day, and I sent it out to a bunch of my old connecting network marketers. And this morning at 6 a.m., I got a call from one of the guys that I worked with over 20 years ago. So, you guys, some of these people are still out there looking. They're looking for something. And all he said was, what are you doing? Is it a good deal? And should I get involved? So never think for 1 minute, you guys, that people are not watching you.
Yep, that's so true. Thank you for Cindy. It's so true, and it is always God's timing. I tell people that all the time. It's God's timing. Hi, Diana. I see your hands up.
Good morning. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Lovi. I really appreciate the teaching and the training this morning. It's such an honor. I love just learning from you and also Nilbert, Jasmine. I'm new, so this is I think it's my second month, and just trying to figure things out. I did get bombarded with a lot of information, and I started feeling a little overwhelmed. And so when I get overwhelmed, I start to shrink back. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You said you're gonna do this. So I started, looking through through other videos and training and reading up on a lot of different things. My lie or my belief that I need to let go is I don't have time. If so, if some of you
Mhm.
know me, I am very busy. But there are pockets of times where I can make time. I've got to just make time. And so I've like this morning, okay, let go. I have time to do this. And so I'm really looking forward to growing alongside. Again, I'm so grateful to be learning from the best. And so I'm just very grateful to be part of this, part of all of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Diana. I love her. She is so eager. Like, I remember when Jasmine enrolled her, she was just fired up, ready to go. And it does happen. Sometimes it's a lot of information and a lot of things to learn, right? So it's easy for us to get overwhelmed. But that's when we need to just take a step back and baby steps, right, along the way. So I love that she keeps on persevering and just pushing forward. Thank you so much. Jasmine, I see your hands up.
Good morning, and thank you so much, Levy, for this training. I feel like so encouraged by you. I know you work so hard to do this presentation and to share with us your knowledge and how you're continuing to grow yourself. Like you're an example to me, and I'd be in this business without you. Dr. Deanna wouldn't be here. You had the courage to share this presentation with me and to help me just get out of where I was. I mean, I 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, I was just
Yeah.
really depressed and down, and you were persevering for 6 months with me on these products, and I couldn't be where I'm at without you because you believed in me even when I couldn't believe in myself. And so I thank you for that example. And also just, a lie that I believed about myself for a long time is that I'm not a good speaker. I don't like the sound of my voice. You know, I, um, I don't know. I've just always been insecure about that. And I told you that even last night. Like and then now it's like, okay, help me overcome my unbelief my unbelief about myself in this area. God's just giving me so many opportunities. Like Saturday, I was able to share my testimonial at the event in Brea, and then this weekend for the leadership conference, I'm being asked to be one of the testimonials on Friday. So God's just stretching me and my faith in myself, and I'm just so thankful to you and Nilbert and Dr. Diana, because even now we've even created a prayer group with each other, and let's just pray for this business because only God can make it grow and allow our belief system to grow. And like you said, just that our greatest project is ourself. And I'm thankful that I have the opportunity now to experience this growth in my mind and my faith and my relationship with God and my connection with people, how to be a better friend, how to be, a better human being just through this platform. So thank you.
No, thank you for sharing that, Jasmine. And thank you for allowing me to keep calling you and answering the calls. No, thank you. You're doing
Thank you.
such an amazing job. And I'm really excited to just hear you just sharing on during the week. I think it's on Friday or Saturday. No, you're sharing on Friday. So that's going to be amazing. Thank you. Antoinette?
Yes, good morning, Lovi. I just wanted to say you never know what's going to impact someone. And, you're so fabulous. But when you showed that picture of you and the boat that you were on, I don't know, like I got chills. Like, we're so lucky and blessed to have people like you as a part of our team. And what you've done for us, for our country, what your leadership ability. I have chills just looking at that
Ah,
picture. And sometimes we think about things that we do, but I just think about what you've done and what you've done
ah.
for this country as a mom, as a friend, as everything. And I just want to say thank you.
Aw, thank you so much, Antoinette. That's so encouraging. Yeah, so it was an honor to be able to serve, honestly, you guys. I mean, over 25 years of serving in the military. I will tell you this. Somebody told me, I used to always tell them it's harder to be a mom in the military. And a guy would always tell me, no, it's not. It's the same thing as us husbands being in the military. I said, no, it's not. But anyway, but thank you so much, Antoinette. That really means so much. Hi, Mei.
Hi, Lovey. I just want to say that I'm just so inspired by you and you and Nilbert and Jasmine and your team. I'm just so blessed that you've kind of taken me in and you're supporting me in so many ways. And it you and I noticed that you and Nilbert have this you have such a huge you have such a huge heart and you have that discipline, and I love that balance. Like there's no, like, not one extreme, and it's just you have the perfect balance for success in this business. You really do. And I love seeing like how committed you are, and you just continue to persevere and persevere, and your training was awesome. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I'm so happy that I've met you, met Nilbert, met Jasmine, and all of you on the team. Like